done a video or anything, but I figured I'd get back into it. Finally getting things straightened out. Got a new job a little while ago, so I've been working a lot. Fortunately, had this guy here to help me out. I know you people have seen a lot of them around, and maybe you got some curiosity about them. Well, the Accubow is a great personal trainer. It's a very, very adjustable piece of equipment to use. You can go anywhere from 10 to 70 pounds just with a turn of a knob. I think it's about roughly 8 pounds or so, maybe a little bit more per revolution. Like when you spin it around the whole time, it'll probably get 8 to 10 pounds heavier. It comes with a compound release loop, so me being a recurve shooter, I don't use it, but you can shoot compound or recurve style with this, which is great because that way it's not just singling out a single discipline. So you also have your stabilizer mount right here. I took my short wind stabilizer and put it on it because it's coming indoor season, so I don't need it anymore, and helps me balance this out really good. Otherwise, when you shoot it, there's a lot of kickback. So when you're trying to practice form or something, you want to have as close to the real thing as you can get, and this is essentially it. I know if you look on my bow, I have the stealth shots. So they're essentially they're the string stops that Hoyt made a couple years ago, and this also has that. The difference between my bow and this is I can dry fire this 1,000 times, not worry about cracking it or anything. I can have this thing cranked down as much as I want to whatever weight I need to my draw length, and it'll work every single time. If I do that to my bow, ooh, it's not going to be a good day. So yeah, you can do that. You can dry fire it however many times, or you can do let down practice. You can do holding practice. I know a lot of bow hunters will do that. You'll want to get to like a 3/4 hold if just for a scenario, like if a deer's walking by you and stops, looks at you, and you're 3/4 of the way through your draw, that's at your heaviest point. You're going to want to be able to actually hold that and keep steady, not moving. Because I know a lot of people have missed shots by doing that. Not me, but other people have. It also has a laser on the front of it. It's one of the primary parts of this bow because what happens down here gets reflected down there, and that's easy to tell with a laser because it's going to follow and reflect your every single move. It's a little bit different than having a sight pin because having a sight pin, you're only seeing minuscule movements when they're close to you, but what it's reflecting downrange is going to be a lot bigger. So you can maybe move 1/4 of an inch down here, and if you look down at your target, you might be moving 3-4 rings off of the 10. So you don't want that to happen. It also has a level if you're having a canting problem, or if you just want to see if your shots are good. So you can see it's right here, very easily readable and everything. The grip is ambidextrous, so it's left-handed or right-handed. You can be a left-handed shooter, shoot it, right-handed shooter, shoot it all day, just the same. You can practice with 2 people, whatever, hand it off, doesn't matter, it's going to shoot the same. If the band breaks, which has not happened to me, you can actually replace it because the cap right here, this right here is a cap that'll come off, and it'll allow you to replace your band. The anchor is up inside here, and it's also anchored down inside your dial. Now, you might ask why is your loop so high? Well, if you crank it down, you'll see that the stretch band gets pulled into this dial down here. So it's going to move the height of your anchor point. So to where I have it set, usually when I practice, it's going to be right here, which is about 4 or 5 turns. And when you're done shooting, however long it is you want to practice, all you got to do, take this button right here, it's a little stem. Normally I hold the dial so it doesn't completely release. Just is let off the tension to where it's slack. That way you're not stretching the band past its point of I don't know, forgiveness. It'll lose its elasticity over time. Really, that's about it. It's a fairly simple machine to use, but it is great. It also does come with a iPhone mount adapter. If you'll, whenever you get one, you'll see it on the package. On the back, it's sold separately, but I don't have an iPhone, so I can't use it. Maybe Matt will get an Android adapter. That'd be great, so you can actually see yourself as you're shooting. The resistance with these things is really the great part about them. Being able to be someone that's smaller, maybe just getting into archery, and you want to introduce them to a bow, this is the perfect thing to use. You can help correct their form mistakes early so they're not developing bad habits, or with people like myself that have, I don't know, adjusted to your habits over the years, you can fix them per se. Or rehabilitation, like my dad just had shoulder surgery. Guess what we're going to get him back on? He's going to be using proper form now, and he's going to start using this again, start him at low poundage, work his way up. That can be done with anybody. If you're a beginner, intermediate, expert, doesn't matter. I know Jay Kaminsky uses them. I've seen Brady use it. So those guys there know what they're doing. Obviously, it works. Your holding will definitely improve. It'll overall just improve your shot cycle, and that's really what you're working on when you use this. So with all that being said, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Comment below, DM me, whatever you want to do. Go check out the Accubow website and see what other products they have, because there are a few. They don't just sell Accubows, a little bit more than that. And there's some new and exciting things coming out from them, I'm pretty sure. So, until next time, keep them in the gold.